LeBron James, Travolta, Ben Stiller in a God of War trailer? What the fuck? Dude, Ben Stiller is still hilarious, man. That guy just like, I don't know what's come out in a while, but like his movies of the past are always great.
That's a great observation, John.
Ella said that you'd think it was stupid.
No, I said I thought it was stupid.
Okay, you know what? This is good right here. I mean, the God of War dynamic plays out in every parent-child relationship. When that clicked for me, picked up my Leviathan axe, and felt truly close to my son for the first time.
I'm 17.
Exactly.
Leviathan,
What?
axe.
Ronnie, what's going on, man? You're a little quiet today. Anything to add?
Are these
No.
actually their kids?
No is good. No counts. You know, Quinn was where you're at about a month ago, and look at him now.
Oh.
Okay, last night, 2 a.m., I'm laying in bed. What am I thinking about? Kratos.
Are you kidding? That's me, big time. That's common for me.
We believe you. You're being too thirsty.
No, I'm hydrated.
Specifically, the time he tried to protect Atreus from Balder, and Atreus got so angry he shot Kratos through the chest with one of those, like that spiky thingy?
It was an arrow.
Arrow. Right, spiky arrow thing. I mean, nobody can hurt you like your kids, right?
What the
LeBron.
fuck?
Guess so.
What's going on beneath that headband?
I'm not even wearing one.
No, I know. You know. I mean, like, if you were.
When Bronny said he'd rather play against me than with me. Shot in the heart.
Really?
I think we call that a breakthrough. Some shots you just can't block.
I can see that now, Ben.
Kratos.
I cannot believe I missed practice for this.
I want all the breakthrough. Ella, why don't you ever hurt my feelings?
Okay, you're old and you're bald.
Just like Kratos.
Nice.
Now, John, last week you said you were finally ready to wear your Kratos outfit to the farmer's market. How'd that go?
Incredible. I had people pointing at me going, now that's a really great dad.
That's not why they were pointing. You were wearing a buckskin loincloth.
Ella, it's not Buck, it's Bear. And I get those points all the time. People pointing, oh my God, look at that great dad.
So why aren't you wearing that stuff today?
Well, unfortunately, my armor bears the scars of a recent battle.
He spilled a bunch of salsa on it.
That can happen, especially with the leathers.
Exactly. Tattletale.
Look, if it was easy, every dad would be dressed like this, right?
Does the costume really help?
I don't know. Does the costume really help when you play basketball?
It is a costume.
Nice. That was kind of like, yeah, when you watch that, you're like, damn, they spent a lot of money on those 3 minutes. LeBron James doesn't just do any fucking gig, you know? That guy doesn't just do any fucking gig, bro. John Travolta, I mean, shit, John Travolta probably takes any gig. He doesn't get casted often. Ben Stiller, I mean, I guess, who knows? Maybe Ben Stiller's a gamer or something, you know? I guess I could see that. I guess I could see that. I feel like Ben Stiller's washed up. Ben Stiller doesn't get casted, but he doesn't, I don't know, what if he just doesn't want to be casted? What if he just wants to direct? Like, Severance was extremely popular. So he probably just doesn't really want to act anymore. So him taking a role in a God of War advertisement makes me think he actually maybe is a gamer. You know? Because why else would he do it? You could say money, but like, it's a fucking video game. So I don't think it makes sense. It doesn't make sense. In this circumstance, it doesn't make sense. Maybe his son, true, could have been his son, was like, oh my God, they asked you to do something for God of War. You gotta do it, Dad. You gotta do it. COD Modern Warfare 2 destroys records with 800 million opening weekend. What the fuck? Jeez. Jeez. It's crazy, man. Like, COD just, like, constantly grows. You know, even though it's funny to make fun of COD, literally, COD has been a thing since for, like, 2 decades. And despite all the lol copy pastes and shit, like, damn, dude. They definitely know how to keep it going, you know? Like, they don't lose traction. Obviously, Warzone helped a lot. But still, you know, it's fucking crazy, man. Because if you think about it, like, Fortnite was obviously popular, but Fortnite kind of dropped. But it's also because Fortnite was... Listen, if kids like it, it will make a fuck ton of money. That's what it comes down to. But then the kids grow up, and there's no new generation of kids who will tag on to Fortnite. And when those kids grow up, they want a more mature shooty game. And Call of Duty is the perfect fucking wait for those kids to grow up. They get a taste of video games, FPS, TPS, whatever, and then they go to Call of Duty. So it's literally a perfect fucking transition. It's pretty incredible though how like Call of Duty constantly keeps up with their popularity. Then there's League that is worse than cocaine. Yeah, I mean that's if they head that route. Sackboy and chill? Nah. I'm good. It's fun, but I'm not gonna play the whole
I get to
fucking
lead
game.
a team of fantastic and brilliant concept artists, and our role is to create the characters that you see in the game. That's everything from the main hero cast you see to the creatures, the gods, and monsters that you
Who designed this chicken here, huh? Who?
come across. The hope is that we get something that feels unique and stands up to the history and the legacy of what the God of War franchise has always done. I feel like from the first games, that was a similar approach that they were doing, and that's not always easy.
Is Bear McCreary or whatever his name is doing God of War Ragnarok music?
Cressetti, I'm the art director for God of War Ragnarok.
Same
Hi,
composer?
my name is Marissa Coppert. I am a character technical artist.
Hi, my name is Angela Rico, and I am a senior character artist in God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, it's the
Hi,
same
I'm
guy?
Bella Longfish,
Nice.
and I am the lead of the character concept team at Santa Monica Studio.
Come in. What in all yarns me that happened to him?
As a character technical artist here at SMS, I rig most of the characters and props that you see throughout the world.
As character artists, our job is to create 3D assets based on the beautiful concept art provided to us. We do this by making sure that the silhouettes on the models and the textures and materials stand out instantaneously. So when you see our characters on the screen, we want you to almost like them immediately or have a connection to them to some extent before even interacting with them.
As art director, I get the chance to collaborate with all the departments in the studio, from narrative to viz dev, because we want to make sure the factions feel correct, all the races belong to where they're supposed to be, like all the realms have very specific characteristics about them to make sure it all fits within the God of War universe.
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
In the God of War 2018, we saw Brock and Sindri, and that was the tip of the iceberg of the Huldra. And in God of War Ragnarok, we actually get to go and visit Svartalfheim, where they're from. And a great part of that, too, is we want to make sure that we expand the cast. You know, we'd just seen a little bit of what was represented, and that was something that we hadn't seen.
Svartalfheim is a beautiful place. There's a lot of different biomes. You go from wetlands to mountain springs, and took a lot of inspiration from hot springs, from the minerals that you find. A lot of colorful minerals, a lot of resources. So the dwarves being the races that they are, we knew we wanted to play on that as well. So you see their influence on Svartalfheim on every corner.
It's a realm where you're going to find a lot of water environments. There's quarries. It's a very industrial city.
They've definitely been talking a lot about the Dwarven land.
All the dwarves putting all the work into creating this great city where they live in.
Knowing that they're blacksmiths, that was kind of reflected.
I think they're just trying to really focus on.
And you see that within.
You're gonna go here first,
make sure that both the
or
environments
initially.
and characters had a cohesiveness that felt like every inch of it felt like it went together and was designed specifically by them. And again, that's something that we haven't seen in some of the other realms and is unique to this characters and their location. And the hope, it all goes together and creates a feeling within a realm that you're excited to see, feels unique, and really creates that sense of wonder.
Yeah, and they've showed this mob many times. You know, the way they market this game, they know what the fuck they're doing. Like, they keep it in wraps well.
I want to go back.
When designing a character to match the geography around it, first it's definitely dictated by the biz dev team and the narrative team and the story team. They make sure the character is designed for features that fit in with what they need.
When designing the Grims, we took a lot of inspiration from the environment. So we took a lot of inspiration from lizards, creatures that kind of belong to that environment. They have those big claws. There's small critters to the big ones, and really building up that
he looked
race,
like he was
making
being
sure
a little
they kind
too
of belong in that.
It was
that
like a
realm
little
felt
frog
lived
thing.
in, and
That was going all
ecosystem
out.
Felt like very diverse.
Making sure that it feels natural and believable is a big part that goes into the design elements. So our artist, Stephen Oakley, put a lot from the environment concepts that Luke Berliner and his team were doing and put a lot of those into actually the skin texture, even the bulk and volumes that you see in the characters. So it really does feel like not only do they belong in there, but you're able to see them and they stand out for the combat experiences with the character.
Character design is all about storytelling. In the example of Derling, his design was really tailored to convey his own personality. He's a bookkeeper from Svartalheim, and because his job demands, he's very organized, he's very rigid, and he's a very play-by-the-rules kind of guy. But then in contrast, you have his friend. So when you see Derling connect with his pet, we see that he's not all just this rigid librarian guy, but that he's got a softer side to him.
I do believe that we're all storytellers, no matter what we do, even in the tech side of things. I mean, we work to make these characters that then tell a story, and we can also kind of put those features and traits on our rigs.
The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming.
Svartalheim, the dwarves, working with different races from different realms, so definitely seeing Ragnarok and the impact of that into the realm, it puts them into this position that's very interesting to see which side they take and things that they're building. So as you go through the level, you find out a lot more about this race and the political situation that is happening while Ragnarok and Fimbulwinter is taking place.
Hey, dwarves! Oh. They're, running away.
One thing that our hope is with the cast of characters within every realm is not that it's just enemies there to kill you. We want to feel believable and that there's a wide world out there, but we want to kind of plant these seeds within any cast of the realm that there's more outside of what you're playing. And we want the fans to feel like they can go back and really visit those areas and want to go explore.
If the geysers and smell here are worse because of Fimbulwinter, maybe the earthquakes are too?
Aye.
Going into Svartalheim, I'm really excited for players to experience all the new races that lived in that realm, how they play. They play very different from anything we had before. There's wildlife. It's something that kind of goes unnoticed, but we took a lot of effort to make the realm feel believable. So there's a lot in Svartalheim, a lot to explore.
I'm really excited for Svartalheim. It is a gorgeous realm. After looking through some of the cinematics and playing some of the cinematics and playing through some of the puzzles, I'm so excited how water plays such a big feature in that realm, and that is so cool.
I'm most excited for fans to finally get to see how the dwarves live. Brock and Sindri were fan favorites in the last game, so I think that all the work that we've put into Svartalheim is going to make all the other dwarves shine just as bright as the brothers did.
The best part I have is turning on to YouTube and seeing all these call-outs and all the attention to detail that the fans pick up on. That's one thing that we keep in mind when we're designing characters, to make sure we do right by the fans. And knowing that all the work we put in will be seen and appreciated, that's not always the case.
Yeah, like a lot of the
Our fans
footage
just
they
do every
show
little
is like
freaking
a lot
cranny
of
on that,
repeat stuff,
and
which
we
isn't
love that,
bad.
And we packed a lot of that in for this new
Obviously.
cast, and we hope you guys get the same feeling with God of War Ragnarok.
Goddamn. Next week. It's gonna be nice. When does it come out? Wednesday, I think? Shit. Am I gonna play on the hardest difficulty again? I think so. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm down. This is probably, yeah, I mean, yeah. I already talked about this already, so, I mean, we'll see. Just kind of like there's two different sides of it.